These three little bats are now fully grown pipistrelle bats. This one on the end here is a soprano pipistrelle, and the other two are common pipistrelle bats. They were orphaned last year and hand-reared by Bat Rescue Berkshire, and then they came here to learn to fly and to learn to bat in the flight cage here. They were quite late on last season, so didn't make the grade in time to be released for the winter, so they've overwintered here, and they've had this lovely warm spring to get themselves going again. And these three all passed their flight test the other night, and so they are actually going to be released tonight if they want to go, because we're going to do a soft release with them. So first of all, I need to remove their little coloured rings. This is a little ring that they've had on whilst they've been in captivity, so I can tell the bats apart and monitor their progress. But we don't release them with rings on, so that the first thing I'm going to do is take that ring off. You can see that the ring sits over the forearm, and there's a little gap there. I can open out the wing and see that the ring happily slides up and down the wing. We use the pliers to remove the ring. So that's the ring on the pliers. Then we can do a final little health check to make sure he's all okay. So this is his final health check. Is it here? Her final health check before she gets released. Both things are fine. Everything's working fine. And obviously she had a flight test the other day, so she's going into the soft release box now. Right, I'm just going to pop her in. So the soft release box enables the bats to decide when they're ready to go, and then also return for food if they want to. So you can see there are two boxes. There's one, where are we? There's one this side of the cage that I've just put her in, and then you can see there's one outside the wire. At the moment the bat can't go anywhere because the slide on that side is also closed, and she can't also come back out into the flight. But later on this evening I will open the outside box so they can go off. And then this way we can close the box up to the rest of the bats that are in the flight and allow those guys to decide when they're ready to go, and they can keep coming back, and I will keep putting food in the box for as long as any bats come back for. Right, let's have a look at the other one. Okay, this is the other female that's going to go tonight if she wants to. She doesn't have a very complicated name. She's called Flora Yellow for obvious reasons. Oh, so she has decided to show off her flying skills. As you can see, she's quite accomplished at the art of flying now, which is why she's ready to go. But I need to get the ring off before I can release her, so I'm going to have to catch her again. Well, she's a fully grown adult now. Came in as a pup. She's passed all her flight tests and her final health checks, and will have the opportunity to be released tonight. You can see the little fluorescent yellow ring that she's been wearing while she's in the flight cage, so I can tell them one bat apart from the other. I'm going to remove that before she gets released tonight, so I'll do that now. The ring is just a plastic ring over the wrist, and these are just circlip pliers that we use to help us get the rings off if we need to. Okay, so there we go, that's the ring off. I'm going to do a final little check to make sure everything's as it should be. Oops. So that wing looks good. It's fine. Alright, this is. Lovely. Okay, so she's all ready to go. I'm going to pop her into the release box. I'm going to join her little friend who's in here. So this is the release box from the outside. That was a load of droppings and mealworms where I've been feeding them in this box for the past few days fell out. So that's the box open. So hopefully later on tonight they have the choice of taking their first flight, and obviously they can come back if they want to. The release site here is quite good. We've got quite good habitat here for them. You can see that's the river down there. Around the garden I've put up quite a few bat boxes, so there's several bat boxes on the side of the flight. There's 3 on this tree and 3 or 4 on a couple of the other trees as well. So they've got a nice selection of roost sites to come back to. But we're really hoping they come back to the release box, because then we know that they can come and get back and get food and water, and we can know if they're surviving once they've been released.